You tell yourself you'll stop after one more scroll. You don't. And somehow, that tiny loop, check, refresh, repeat, has quietly become the background of your life. You don't plan it. You don't even notice it. But your brain does. Every quick peek, every new post, every sound of a notification, it's like a small spark lighting up the same part of your mind that used to respond to effort and accomplishment. And deep down, you felt it, haven't you? That sense that even when you're resting, your mind is still on. You're not lazy. You're not broken. You're just living in a system that rewards distraction more than depth. This isn't about guilt. It's about understanding what constant stimulation quietly does to your sense of calm. Chapter 1. The Invisible Cycle. It starts harmlessly. You pick up your phone to check something while waiting in line, then another quick glance while eating, another before bed. And before you know it, the habit isn't just part of your day, it is your day. Each tiny scroll gives your brain a spark of dopamine, a tiny, you did something good. The more sparks it gets, the less each one matters. So you start chasing stimulation, not satisfaction. And the strangest part, it doesn't feel wrong. It feels normal. That's because your brain has adapted to the modern rhythm of instant rewards that arrive faster than your emotions can process. But the price of constant stimulation is quiet. You lose your sense of stillness without realizing it. The more you get, the less you feel. And that's when you start mistaking distraction for rest. Chapter 2. The Numb Brain Effect. You ever noticed how hard it is to just sit still? No music, no screen, no background noise. Within seconds, your hand moves on its own, reaching for something, anything to fill the silence. That's your baseline dopamine at work. Your brain was designed to release dopamine when you chase meaningful goals, things that required patience, effort, and time. But now it's being triggered by microstimuli, messages, clips, updates, all giving your brain the same signal. You did something good. And when that happens too often, your mind's baseline moves upward. You start needing constant stimulation just to feel okay. That's why rest doesn't feel restful anymore. Silence feels wrong. It's not because you've lost focus. It's because your brain got used to living in fast forward. And like any system that runs nonstop, it starts to numb out. Chapter 3. The Reset Process. So how do you fix a cycle that runs automatically? Not by fighting it, by slowing it down. Your brain doesn't heal through control. It heals through contrast. Start with something small, a meal without screens, a short walk without earbuds. Moments that used to feel empty slowly start feeling alive again. At first, you'll feel restless. That's normal. That discomfort is your mind remembering how to be calm. You're not quitting pleasure. You're giving it space to breathe again. Because if every moment is stimulation, even joy starts feeling dull. If you haven't watched my earlier video, it explains how the modern world quietly rewired your focus, and it connects directly to what we're about to explore next. Chapter 4. Reward the right way. Here's the truth. Dopamine isn't the enemy. It's the reason you get out of bed, chase goals, and push through hard days. The problem isn't dopamine itself. It's what triggers it. When you finish a workout, read a page, or finally solve a tough problem, your brain releases dopamine too. But it's slower, calmer, and steadier. It's not a spark. It's a glow. That's the kind of reward that builds resilience instead of restlessness. The goal isn't to remove pleasure. It's to reconnect pleasure with purpose. When your rewards come from real effort, you stop feeling guilty for resting because you've earned it. If this message hits home, tap like. It helps this reach others who might need the same gentle reminder. Chapter 5. The Science of Overload. Think about how often your attention resets every day. Each time you switch tabs, open your phone, or get interrupted, your brain starts a new focus loop. Do that 100 times, and your attention becomes fragmented, scattered in a dozen directions. Your brain isn't exhausted because it's lazy. It's exhausted because it never completes a full thought. That's why silence feels uncomfortable. Your mind associates quiet with emptiness. But quiet is where creativity actually lives. That's where your thoughts slow down enough to connect. Boredom isn't a lack of stimulation. It's the birthplace of imagination. Your brain doesn't need more input. It needs recovery time. So when you feel that urge to reach for your phone out of habit, pause. Not to resist, but to notice. That single second of awareness is the first step towards balance. Chapter 6. Rebuilding motivation through effort. Every time you finish something meaningful, no matter how small, your brain says, "This matters." Clean one corner of your room. Write one thought down. Take one task all the way to the end. It's not about productivity. It's about progress. Each small completion rebuilds your sense of direction. And slowly, the need for constant stimulation begins to fade. Fast pleasure fades fast. Earned progress stays longer. It creates calm instead of craving. And that's what balance feels like. Not dull, but steady. Chapter 7. The Balanced Brain. You don't need a total detox from technology. You just need rhythm, moments of sound balanced with moments of silence. When that rhythm returns, life starts feeling real again. A conversation, a walk, even the sound of rain. They stop feeling like background noise. You begin noticing the small details again. And the best part, you no longer feel like you're missing something when you're quiet, because that quiet starts to feel full. Chapter 8. The Quiet Reset. You don't need a rule book or a 30-day challenge. You just need one pause, one moment of stillness that reminds your mind what peace feels like. Because peace isn't found in escaping the noise. It's found in learning to turn it down. Your brain isn't broken. It's adaptable. And the same system that once overwhelmed you can also help you heal. It just needs a little patience and a few small moments of nothing. If this message spoke to you, give the video a like. It helps this reach others who might need the same gentle reminder. And if you'd like more calm, grounded reminders like this, subscribe and turn on the bell. Share it with someone who's been feeling constantly wired. Maybe they need this pause as much as you do. Take care of your mind. It's the only place you live every day.